Hi, my name's Quinlan. Welcome. Hang on, I've got some stuff tonight. Gonna raise a fuss and I'm gonna raise a holler. Trying all day just to try and earn $1. Try and help your son, but you're too young to vote. Hey, Bradley Von Rock down in Tasmania. That was for you, Eddie Cochran. I did Summertime Blues. I think you asked for another one, though. What was it again? Something Else by Eddie Cochran. I'm going to start with something to keep the continuity going tonight, okay? One of the things that Virgil Donati is incredible at is his tom-tom work. And I've mentioned that on the show, so hence the continuity of the thing, in the sense that we have our standard fill-in. That ain't good enough for Virgil. So what happens is what you have is lead hands and all this sort of business. And what happens with that is that this also goes to you, Tim Howell, Thomas Prigden. Hello, Tim. There you go. From formerly of Mars Volta. That's how most people know him. And all that sort of stuff. And what happens is tom work. Now, when you're going down the drums, it's good to lead, okay? That's called the inside stick in timpani technique, classical timpani technique. This is the outside stick. One of the big things is, of course, hang on, I'm interrupting myself. If I'm coming back up, the left hand is the lead hand, okay, the inside stick, if you will, and the right hand then turns about and becomes the outside stick. Now, how do we change lead hands? And one of the things that Virgil Donati is a master at is exactly that. So what happens is if I was to sort of start on tom number 3 here, and what happens is I can just play 2 taps, go down to tom 4, 1, 2, 3, odd number. Okay, so I've got 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come back up because the odd number, right, left, right, changes the lead hand. You come back up, 1, 2, 3. So I'm using just the typical 5-piece part of Doris here, my beloved little Doris, the drum kit here. Did I say little? Hippopotamus, 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 because it's 5. Hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus. Gina Lala Brigida, Gina Lala Brigida, Gina Lala Brigida, Gina Lala Brigida. Ah, boom. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's what goes on, you see? That's what we got. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm coming back to Verge, but Stephen Tocci asked me about Funky Drummer. Clyde Stubblefield, probably the most used, most loved beat in the world. It's a 16th note rock beat. 1 yana, 2 yana, 3 yana, 4 yana. Boom, ba, ba, boom. There's a few extras which make it really, really special. And what happens then is you've got your 16th notes. And so that's what goes on. And Clyde Stubblefield's got this beautiful, this beautiful little in a pocket. Brilliant stuff. And love it to death. And one of the things he's a master at is those little shading of the open hi-hats in there. So, and one of the little things is if you sort of pedal the hi-hat like that, I've done a show, I did the Ginger special, sort of Ginger Baker, and I was talking about that. But if you're doing that, you can get a little sneaky little open hi-hat. It's all this grunting and groaning I'm doing here. Sorry about that. Anyway, so that's what happens there. And that's your funky drummer, right? And Clyde Stubblefield's so solid with it. It's quite brilliant and all that.